evening. This lovely evening. I'll repeat myself. Well, I'm playing Beyond a Steel Sky, the sequel to Beneath a Steel Sky. One of my more favorite streams I've done over the last few years. Really enjoyed that game, and well, kind of looking forward to this pretty much since I knew it was being released. So, started a little bit of a new game. I figured, I really should, let's play a new one. No. And it's a bit of a long.
I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
It's kind of a post-apocalyptic.
Beware! The day grows dark,
whatever,
and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Milo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough.
I owed the Gap
teddy bear.
folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then...
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
That's no fish.
What the?
it was no fish.
Max, keep back! Milo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me! Help me!
Milo had gone. The machine, too. But its riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them! I told them there were demons stalking the dark!
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told
shit.
Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City. On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, he helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds, scavengers, and in this wasteland, that meant only one thing: people.
The Beneath the Steel Sky was a bit of a comedic game. Had some,
It wasn't as hard as some point and clicks I've ever played. It had some tricky ones, but it was never as difficult.
Despair
And it was funny, so
turned to
really
hope.
nice.
I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body.
I kind of like the look, the cel-shaded comic book look.
The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand.
Hey, excuse me.
Jumpy.
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
No!
Why would the bird steal
Damn
the thingy?
birds!
Wait, I just...
Whatever that device was, the bird had it now. A corpse lay propped against a rock. The gang birds were eyeing up the corpse hungrily.
Alright. A pie will distract them.
The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what.
Oh.
He'd clearly been dead for days. The logo. I'd seen it before.
It was on that android.
On the androids that had taken Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her. Union City. I was back.
Over the years, I'd heard rumors of how the city had thrived since I'd left Joey in charge. I was finally going to see for myself.
Well, that ain't a good sign.
Huh? Halt!
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration,
Kinda reminds me
please
of
make your
Wheatley.
way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
So how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
Can you help me find a missing kid?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro-implant. The immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
I'm looking for a vehicle that maybe came this way.
A vehicle? Well, this is a freight entrance. So, you're in the right place.
Right. I need to find a boy called Milo. He was...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
Have you seen a boy called Milo?
No, but I do see an unregistered Gaplander.
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know how that goes. Are you sure you can't help me find Milo?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
You already said that.
Good. For a minute there, I thought I wasn't repeating myself enough.
How do I get to immigration?
The terminal is at the wall end of the garden. The correct route is indicated by these signs. Soon as you've registered, you can access the Minos devices.
Can you tell me about any vehicles that came through here a couple of nights ago?
Read my lips. Immigration terminal. Register. You.
Remind me how to register with Union City?
I think I just like you bugging her now.
The terminal is back there in the gardens. You want a U-chip? That's where you gotta go.
Thanks. Bye for now.
Pleasure. How can I be of assistance?
Pretty big place.
There was a strange smell. Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck. Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one.
What the? Is that a voting machine? You said? Vending machine. Let's go find the immigration terminal.
guess this was the immigration terminal.
Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant.
Ouch!
A U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me. The sign was directing me towards immigration.
Guess I could have come up here and it would have been fine. I had to search around like a goon.
How can I be of assistance?
Excuse me.
Greetings, registered Gaplander.
Say that again, would you?
Registered Gaplander.
Thanks. Wasn't so hard, was it? I need to find a vehicle.
There are no personal vehicles in Union City.
No, it's one that I followed here from across the desert. It's got 4 giant metal legs.
There are no such vehicles registered with Union City.
Oh yeah? It definitely came this way. Kidnapped a child from my village.
Only Union City citizens can file missing persons reports.
Okay. I'm looking for a young boy that's been kidnapped.
Don't worry, we'll find him. Is he a citizen?
No, he's a Gaplander.
Ah, well, unregistered Gaplanders cannot enter Union City. Therefore, I cannot help.
What do you do, 2CU?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. I supervise this area and guide prospective citizens through the registration process.
Well, you're clearly excellent at your job.
Was that girl I
Why,
was
thank you.
I ran into?
I'm the latest model, you know.
Can you identify a specific vehicle?
Sure, if you provide the precise engineering metrics.
Terrific. Can anyone else help me?
Additional help can be found at the nearby Greta terminal. Alternatively, Diagnostician Hopsworth might be able to provide support.
I'll be going now.
Was great meeting you.
She's over by these statues.
I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link. The evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
They'll do it.
It looked like the sculpture had seen better days. Unless that was the intention. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires.
Where'd she go? It's like a old playground.
I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier. It was the girl I'd seen earlier. Excuse me? Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert!
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my deed.
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, Tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city. That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my deet, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now excuse me.
What's a deet?
My deet, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. Deet.
What's the deet for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
I'm looking for a boy named Milo, who might have come through here recently.
You're looking in the wrong place. Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel, and the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
Did you see a strange vehicle come through this way?
Strange? You mean like that stinky one there?
No, this one had legs.
Not seen anything like that. Maybe you didn't either, crazy guy.
I'm not crazy.
Sure you're not.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
I told you already, I was dating his ID. Only now, Big Steve has my deed, and ipso facto, the ID.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my deet.
So are you digging that guy's U-chip out of his hand?
What? No! Data transfer. I told you. I cloned his ID data onto the deed for later.
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swapsies.
For a price?
Yeah.
What do you trade?
Like I said, sometimes people from outside want stuff from the inside. Sometimes people from inside want stuff from the outside. Second one doesn't happen very often since inside's got, like, everything and free. But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside wanted to get inside.
Ah, my most popular item. Until Big Steve took my deet, that is.
Tell me about this deet.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the deet to swap them. At least I did, until Big Steve grabbed it.
Any idea whose body that was out there?
There's
Dunno,
Big Steve.
Just some guy from the city.
How do you know?
'Cause I got the citizen's ID from his U-chip. Duh.
I got a U-chip with a temporary ID from over there.
Good for you. They're free.
Can I get into the city with it?
No. And yes. And no.
Break that down for me.
No, a temp ID so they can keep track of you around here. Won't get you inside. Yes, I could deet that corpse's ID onto a U-chip. And no, because as you well know, my deet's been eaten.
Are you sure you haven't seen a young boy?
Kinda hard to get lost in a crowd here. This place ain't exactly Aspiration Plaza. So no, I haven't seen your kid.
Alright, I think you've given me all the
That's
information
all
I
for
get.
now. Thanks.
Anytime.
I like her.
Oh wait, no.
Even if she's a little
Come back
obnoxious.
if you want to talk business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal.
This looks like a playground, piece of playground equipment.
Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid. The roundabout is stuck.
I know. It's a sit about. Can you fix it?
I can take a look, but no guarantees. What's wrong with the roundabout?
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety, then he dropped the chain on his foot.
What's your story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old, and my birthday is in only 64 days. I'm really good at math, and I can even lift my sister. And she's super fat.
Very comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
What do you do here?
Well, me and my brother and my sister usually live in a tribe way over that way by the old burnt down radio tower. But it's like so boring there. We come here for the action.
I can see why. Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago? My brother, Vauxhall, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Vauxhall says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well, which is it?
I don't know what to believe.
This vehicle, it had legs instead of wheels.
Vehicles don't have legs, though.
This one did. Your brother saw a monster, right? You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, that it was a giant daddy longlegs.
No. That your brother's monster was actually...
A very small daddy longlegs, but very close to him.
No.
I caught a daddy longlegs once. What was your question?
What's this about a giant monster?
Right, so my brother Vauxhall, like 2 nights ago, it was night time, right? And we had been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so I was like, wah! But, where was I?
The giant monster.
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming about how he saw a giant monster.
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
Listen, about this monster.
Jeez, man. Why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not real.
Who's Vauxhall?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess. But he's not as friendly or helpful as me. Real question is, will he talk to you? He's been hiding for like 2 days now. Won't speak to nobody but me.
Can you tell me where to find him? Maybe he'll talk to me.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
Your roundabout probably has a chain on it for a reason.
Yeah, and that reason is Mr. Hobbsworth is stupid. Can you fix it?
What's wrong with Vauxhall?
Like, why is he hiding?
Yeah.
I told you, man. He thinks he saw a monster.
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding? Maybe we can help each other out with our monster problems.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information.
We gotta probably
I don't know if I
unchain
can
that.
trust you right now.
I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo.
Unchain that
who may
roundabout.
have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, at least 12. How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
You sure you haven't seen any children come through here?
Nope, definitely would have remembered.
What about anything suspicious?
Suspicious? Yeah, there was this one guy. Tall, wearing a big coat and carrying a purse.
I see. Nice one.
And his name was Fossil!
I got the joke, kid. Bye.
Call it if you need anything.
Alright, now we got... full to talk to this old dude. That must be Hobbsworth.
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it, too. Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
Listen, you haven't seen a child come through here, have you?
Pinched something of yours?
No, he was kidnapped from a nearby village.
Oh, I see. Sorry to hear that. You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the Gap. But I've never seen any come through here. Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
What was that you said about other missing kids?
Nothing specific.
Go on, try me.
Oh, just rumors. Voices on the wind, campfire tales. One man's kidnapping is another man's wandered off and fell down an hole, says I. No kids round here. Oh, except those young bucks over yonder. Sorry I can't help.
What are you doing here?
Well, whilst Bruce's power cell remains as flat as a cowpat, not a whole lot.
So you're trying to get in the city?
Abso-bloomin' Trying being the operative word.
I take it this is your truck?
It's got my name on it, don't it?
Your name is W?
Well, some of it.
And what exactly is it that you're hauling?
Until I get the old boy back up and running, absolutely nothing. Old Bruce is taking a turn for the worse.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, mate, today's your lucky day. This is a vehicle.
No, I'm looking for a special vehicle.
But Brucey is special. All he needs is his power cell and we'll be on our way.
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4 legs and no wheels.
A vehicle with legs? Think you've got bats in your belfry, mate.
Any vehicles come through here recently? Specifically, the 4-legged variety.
Only thing's been through here recently are birds, bad smells, and the occasional light breeze.
See, I've been following these tracks, but about a day and a half ago.
All right, pal. Didn't ask for your life story.
You sure you haven't seen any vehicles come this way?
Those land trains pass through up top every few minutes. Nothing down here, though.
What are you doing here?
Why, I'm enjoying the sun and the sights, of course.
Really? This place doesn't exactly scream tourist hotspot.
No, you blithering twit. My truck's broken down and I'm stuck. You deaf or something?
When the power cell is working, what are you hauling then?
Mini Ks. Artisanal, organic, handcrafted protein cylinders. At least that's what it says on the packet.
Sounds expensive.
Doesn't it? Between you and me, they're just Knackwurst sausages. But these city folk love a tagline.
So, your truck is full of mini knockwurst?
You betcha! Mini K, best in the Gap. Even contains some real meat. You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Yeah, jerk it.
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
Those mini Ks you mentioned.
As I say, grab an handful. Truck's open.
Your truck's power cell has drained.
Aye, emptier than a politician's vows. There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder out of action. I was told to go park for a few hours. Turned into a few days. Trying to keep the mini Ks cool in this heat emptied the power cell. I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blender up in the cab. A working man needs his creature comforts. Anyway, 13.7 volts drained to naught. And they still haven't fixed that blooming bridge.
And you've been sat here ever since?
No choice until they send someone out to juice up Bruce's power cell. Someone competent, I mean.
Mind if I take a look at the power cell? I'm pretty handy with this sort of stuff.
Hobbsworth has it. Told me he'd have it charged in a jiffy.
Great. How long ago was that?
About 1 million jiffies ago. My guess is it's either gathering dust or it's being ground to dust.
So all you need to get into the city is a charged power cell?
Land snake's alive, yes. A power cell. Do you want me to write it down?
No, I got it. The doors, they're locked shut.
Not locked. Jammed. Ah, and I'm all out of lubricant.
So how can I get in?
Didn't you listen? It's a ritual. First off, give the book, then.
A jig?
Aye,
Pretty technical, huh?
Have to move with the times, pal.
I'll leave you be.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, get yourself in the position there, Foster.
There was an empty space where the power cell should have been. I didn't rate my chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks. Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck.
Ugh. Let's see, what kind of information I get?
Citizen, welcome to the Abridged Audio-Visual Union City Fact File. The Union City walls were forged in 1994 by a small team of resilient workers. A common misconception is that the team was formed of Australian citizens. This couldn't be further from the truth. The city wall was constructed using British steel imported, along with workers, from Hull in the United Kingdom. Many of the citizens of Union City can trace their ancestry back to that small and very dedicated group of immigrants. This concludes your requested fact. Please return for an all-new Union City fact. And remember, be vigilant. This message is sponsored by the Ministry of Comfort.
Alright. Somehow I feel there's all sorts of shenanigans going on. Don't have any money yet. Wait, it's free, so I could probably activate it.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The
Spankles?
machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
Alright.
You are currently at your maximum
go to the bathroom
allotted
quick.
Spankles allowance. Have a nice day.
Alright, let's see if we can capture that purple-headed bird. Or get information from this woman. Or this guy, I don't know. I'll tell you. Dude.
He was a scruffy-looking technician. Excuse me.
Oh, hello, visitor.
What's up with your bollard? Maybe I can help.
You?
Sure.
Hey, listen, Mr. Gaplander. It's totally cute that you want to help. But this mechanism's a teeny bit more advanced than what you're used to.
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty handy with these sorts of things.
Sorry, gotta get back to this bollard. It ain't gonna fix itself.
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner. The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Wow. Really going through that waterfall.
There was something strange about the water. And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing an electric fence?
You can't touch it. Yes, I will wall up an annoyingly big bird if I have to.
These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Welcome to Union City. My name is Greta. It is my duty and pleasure to
Greta,
answer
the
any
greeter.
questions you may have about Union City and the local area. How may I help you today?
So is Joey still running things around here?
He was, until just a few years ago.
That doesn't sound good. Hope he didn't screw things up.
Not at all, sir. Joey the Savior was a great leader. Citizen happiness reached unprecedented levels.
Good to hear it. I happen to be an old friend of his.
Oh, we're all friends of Joey, sir. Gone but not forgotten.
Is there some way I can speak to Joey?
Sadly not, sir.
Oh, you mean he's not around at all?
Gone to a better place, sir. Went to find peace after a lifetime of service. Some say he strode out into the Gap one morning. Others say he took a boat at dusk and went to explore other lands.
So who runs the city now?
The Council of Elected Ministers, of course.
This U-chip thing. What does it do?
It allows you to interact with all the Minos devices in the area, as well as storing all your personal information.
Sounds kinda invasive.
We prefer the word transformative, sir.
A child has been kidnapped from my village.
From your village? Was the child a registered citizen of Union City?
No, his name is Milo, and...
Polite apology, Minos can only concern itself with registered citizens.
I was hoping you'd be able to help.
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
I'm looking for a vehicle. Has anything come through here?
No.
You haven't seen a weird vehicle with legs instead of wheels?
Polite apology. I cannot discuss the details of other visitors' vehicular movements.
But this vehicle, it kidnapped a child.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Have a nice day.
In Union City, sir, there is no other kind of day.
Alright. She's about as useful as... Alright, now... How to get thing from bird. I can't use the finger or the spankle. Maybe I can trade it with trade the finger to what's her deal for things.
Anything you can tell me about this finger?
Whoa. Okay, this is some serious kit. The micro actuators alone are worth a bundle. Want to trade?
I think I'll hold on to it for now.
Alright. It's valuable, that's for sure, so.
Grabbit's independent traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap.
There you go, kiddo.
Okay, let's go. Push me.
Hey, kid.
Push me. Push me.
I've got things to do.
Push me.
Alright, if you want to be pushed. Oh, dizzy, huh?
Hey, me again.
How can I help?
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding?
Maybe. Yeah, okay. You done me a favor. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
Bye.
Okay, I'll go.
Hide behind a bench.
Hello, Voxel.
Shh. What?
My name is Foster. I've just got a few questions. I wanted to ask you if you've seen any monsters.
How do you know about the monster?
Your brother, Pixel.
Stupid, stupid Pixel. He's so stupid. Go away.
Me again. Can we talk some more?
Hi.
Voxel, about this monster. Truth is, I'm a monster hunter. I've been tracking a monster across the desert for days. I think he came through here, and I'm looking for someone brave enough to see it and live to tell the tale.
I saw it.
Can you describe it?
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear the screaming, and it was fast and dark and silent.
Slow down, one thing at a time.
It was big, like a giant dog.
A giant dog? That sounds like what I'm after. Did you see any children?
No, but I heard them. I heard kids crying inside its tummy.
And where did it go?
It sneaked off into the city. After that, I got in here. No way am I gonna let it get me.
You've been in here for 2 days?
Still alive, aren't I?
Did you say you heard kids crying from inside the dog?
I think so. Sure sounded like that.
This giant dog, where did you see it?
I was playing buzzsaws and dynamos with Pixel. I won, and he was really cross. Then, in the night, I woke up. It was totally dark. I'd heard this sound, like feet padding along the road, big feet. And then I heard screams, children's screams. I ran over here and hid in my fort.
And you've been in here ever since?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Any ideas on getting into the city?
People go in and out of the main gate.
Oh.
Are you gonna go in there and kill it?
Sure am. That's what monster hunters do best. Then I'm gonna bring Milo and the other children back out.
You will? Oh, you better take this.
Thanks. What is it?
A firecracker. I was gonna use it to kill the monster, but you can have it.
What do I do with this firecracker?
I don't know. Throw it at the monster.
I guess
But
you gotta throw it at the
cover
bird.
your ears.
Do you know how I can get inside the city?
I already said you need to get across the river and through the big doors.
See you around.
Hey, you got anything to eat? I'm kinda hungry.
I could keep an eye out.
Mr. Hopsworth sometimes lets me have some of his lunch. He doesn't usually know that, though.
Ah, understood. Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city. There had to be a way in through the main gates.
Alright, I think what I'm gonna have to do is use the firecracker to scare the bird. Come on. It goes out of my range and then I can't do.
Chew on this, Big Steve. I guess that Big Steve had dealt with worse than firecrackers out here.
Gonna get another one from the kid.
Me again. Can we talk some more?
Hi.
Can I grab another one of those firecrackers?
Okay, but I'm running low.
Thanks, Voxel. What's this about a sandwich?
Mr. Hopsworth always brings sandwiches from the city. They're so good. He's usually got one or two in his hut.
Should I ask Mr. Hobsworth if he wants to share?
No, don't do that. He likes sharing best when he doesn't know about it.
See you around.
Alright, where is this hut? That looks like a hut.
Authorized citizen ID required.
This is definitely an old school style point and click, that's for damn sure. Gotta figure out some. Maybe I have to use the firecracker on this gang of birds and then get the meat. Pound jig. Hit bumper.
Right. Hit the bumper. These were not my best moves.
And pulled over. Better give this to Steve.
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. I was sure Joey would help me find Milo, if I could just get back into the city. Come on, big fella. The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
He wants my sausage. Thus is the end of Big Steve. Or at least, I guess I'm glad I didn't kill Big Steve. See, I'm gradually figuring it out. I'm not a complete dummy.
Guess what I found?
A lot of nerve coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My deed? I'll have that.
Sure, but how about I give you the deed in exchange for the citizen ID that's on it?
The deed for the ID, but
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
it wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're even.
I suppose that's sort of fair.
Excellent. When do we start?
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes. My hand is still stinging.
Right then, let's get this over with, yeah? Pass me back my deed, Follow me over to my workbench.
Ember's deed had a citizen ID stored on it. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. Hey, Ember.
You ready to do this?
I'm not entirely sure what this is.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yeah. What do I need to do?
Cool. Just place your hand flat on the U-chip scanner. Over here on my workbench.
Like this?
Yeah, good
God.
enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place. Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. Must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fine, upstanding citizen.
He's a criminal.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city.
Oh, get that kid the sandwich.
Graham's ID was finally starting to get me places. The power cell was completely wrecked.
+1 sandwich.
The console seemed specialized. The power cell was completely wrecked.
Anything else in here that's useful? Bring that the sandwich for the kid there. I could use a sandwich.
Me again. Can we talk some more?
Hi.
Food delivery for Mr. Voxel.
Oh, yes. One of Hobsworth's city singers. Do you want my crusts?
You eat them. Warriors need their strength. Can you tell me more about these missing kids?
Only that I heard them inside the monster.
Did anyone else see the dog?
I don't think so. No one believes it even exists. But you do, don't you? You believe me?
Don't worry, Voxel. I'm on the hunt. How long ago did you see this dog?
It... 2. It...
And you've been in here ever since?
Yeah. I'm hungry.
Bye.
I already gave him my sandwich, so... Give him a sandwich, so... It's probably fine.
One of the posts was jammed. I called upon my extensive background in engineering.
It's working! Hey, we fixed it!
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, Council sure is shining in my direction today. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Hobsworth. What can I do for you?
Hey, have you by any chance seen a kid come through here?
Where's the little dude headed? On an adventure, is he?
Oh no. He was kidnapped, snatched from his village, and brought this way.
Oh, right. Nope. I haven't seen anything like that. Sorry. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to get back to work.
Excuse me?
Well, hey there, stranger. How's your day going so far?
Well,
Great, I'll bet. Anything old Hobsworth can do for you? By the way, just so you know, I'm on the clock.
Yes, of course, no problem. Wendell's power cell wasn't looking too functional.
Oh man, you saw, huh? I don't think it's supposed to smoke like that.
Not conventionally, no.
Listen, don't tell Wendell. I'll fix it.
This may sound like a stupid question, but how do I actually get into the city?
Well, first thing would be to head over to the city gates.
Yes?
If you got a valid ID, and just scan your U-chip, and the bridge will open.
Valid for what?
Now, that is the stupid question. You need a vehicle to get through the big doors there. If you have transport clearance, like that old fella with the smelly truck, you just drive up, scan your ID, and roll right onto the elevator down to the cargo bay.
How are things going with Wendell's power cell?
It's in my office.
But how long until it's charged?
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Any updates on Wendell's power cell?
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
Tell me about Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for the happiness and prosperity he brought to Union City.
Joey and I go way back. We must be talking about the same one.
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous, firm, resolute, moral, he's magnanimous, proactive, and a friend to all citizens alike. Does that sound like your Joey?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend. So what's your deal, Hobsworth?
I am a diagnostician for the Ministry of Comfort.
And what exactly does a diagnostician do?
I find problems.
And fix them?
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
I'm looking for a vehicle that might have passed it.
What kind of vehicle? Maybe I can help.
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has 4 giant...
Legs? Word to the wise man. Vehicles have wheels. Whoa. That doesn't sound like any vehicle I've ever heard of. And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
See you around, Hobsworth.
Oh, before I forget, I really appreciate your patience back there when I was fixing the bridge. Let me thank you properly. Give me your hand.
Okay.
There you go. Your kudos just got a boost.
Thanks, I think.
Keep a smile on your face.
Maybe if I use the Minos scanner on the thing there, I can fix it.
The power cell was completely wrecked. The power cell was completely wrecked.
Okay, alrighty. Now, next step, getting this vehicle moving so I can get into the city.
When those burst, the sausage-like snack you can trust.
I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years.
It used to kill humans. Now Bubonica does the same for your pesky germs with its revolutionary self-perpetuating cleaning organisms.
No, this is just an help kiosk.
One step forward, 2 steps back. I had a citizen ID, but my outdated U-chip firmware wasn't going to play nice with more modern devices.
Introducing the new Wando Mop 2.0. New Omni-Soggy technology keeps the mop down and the floors crystal clean. Wando Mop, now 10% more absorbency.
I can get into it by using the purple hand scanner. I thought I needed a vehicle.
Error. U-chip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
The firmware on my U-chip was out of date. I realized that I'd been sold a dud by Ember. Hi.
Hi again.
Do you know how I can get into the city?
You try the bridge?
Yes, but it won't open for me. Apparently my U-chip is out of date.
Oh, right. They had to replace the hand scanner recently. Must be running on new firmware. Much newer than the crappy U-chips from that old terminal.
What happened to the old hand scanner?
No idea. Why would you even ask that? I didn't take it. Shut up.
Either way, the ID you gave me doesn't work.
Hey, listen, guy. The ID is tip-top. It's your U-chip that's the problem. It's old. Like you.
Well, that's
Well,
wrong.
have you got any newer replacements?
Nuh-uh. That U-chip is in you now. It stays there. You'll need to run an update, but my guess is you can only do that inside the city.
And without the update, I can't get across the bridge. I appear to be at an impasse.
Yikes. Well, that ain't good. Could maybe hack the bridge, but... Nah. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Did you say hack?
Okay. So you know how everything here runs on Minos?
Minos? Surely that's not based off the old Link system.
That's right. When they upgraded, they dumped the old Link tech. Smart shoes, smart toasters, smart light bulbs, smart fridges. Minos makes everything smart, smart, smart. Except the humans. Anyway, you know how Hobbsworth is always pointing his scanner at stuff?
Yeah?
That's his Minos scanner. Minos scanners let guys without any smarts figure out how machines work. Old Hobbsworth has all kinds of safeguards so he can't mess things up more when they break. But with a few modifications...
Can you do more than just diagnose Minos machines?
Much more.
Could I borrow your hacker? Is that a no? Could I maybe trade you something for your hacker?
Honestly, probably not.
Okay, so if you won't trade me for that hacker, could you make me one?
For a price, and a whole lot of inconvenience.
What do you mean?
For starters, you need one of Hobbsworth's Minos scanners.
Got that.
You get me one of them, and then we can talk about next steps.
You mean this thing?
Oh, you found one already? Where'd you get it?
It was just lying around in Hobbsworth's hut.
He really should be more careful. Right then. Let's see what else you've got in that bag that might be worth my time, trouble, and effort.
I don't know if you can use this, but how about this finger?
Okay, creepy. Let me take a look. Whoa. Okay, this is some serious kit. The micro actuators alone are worth a bundle.
So it's a deal then. You'll hack this scanner, and the finger is yours.
You betcha. Pleasure doing business with you. Meet me at my workbench when you're ready.
Alrighty.
Alright, one Ember grade Minos hacker.
Thanks. So how do I use this thing?
You activate scan mode, obviously.
Alright. Oh.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, well, that's the easy part. Now follow me. This is how I find hidden systems. They're all over the place. Right, so this here is a diagnostic view of Minos.
Looks like it runs the vending machine.
No kidding. See those task nodes? The darker ones?
Yeah?
Well, unlike Hobbsy's little vanilla scanner, my hacker can swap them round. So let's see how smart you are. Want to give me an infinite supply of spankles?
Koala Couples is proud to announce Cardinal Frog and Sister Toad. Complete your collection today. The Ministry of Wellbeing Reflection Spa, a luxurious haven to reflect on what it means to be a part of the world
Alright, mate. Figure the rest out yourself. Oh, and try not to do anything too stupid, eh?
Introducing the new Wando Mop 2.0. New Omni Soggy technology keeps the mop down and the floors crystal clean. Wando Mop, now 10% more absorbency.
Did it wrong.
Unblock your piping with Laxi Bleach. It used to kill humans. Now Evonica does the same to your pesky germs with its revolution.
I didn't want to do that.
Perpetuating cleaning organisms. Make the world shine with nuclear. Get rid of everything. Clean like a pro with the helpful clean.
Apologies, but despite you being a valid user, we have decided to not dispense on
Citizen
this
Graham,
occasion.
you are present.
At least I felt validated. I was going to have to get used to being called Graham.
Please remain calm and await neutralization of any threat. Do you have any information on the cause of the alarm?
I'm sorry, I didn't see anything.
Very well, do not panic. Minos will soon relate to me the identity of the culprit. Information on this incident is still pending. You may go about your business. How can I help?
I'll check out what I can do at if I can do anything in Hobbsworth's room. Nope, doesn't look like there's anything to do, so. Hey, Brennan, how you doing today? See if this will work now. Ah. To the city I go. Took a little time, but
Warning. This entrance is strictly vehicle only. All pedestrians.
Those guns look like they meant business. It was a grumpy-looking maintenance droid.
Alright.
Warning. Extreme measures will be taken against non-compliant pedestrians.
Gotta be careful, don't want to get shot up. But yeah, just playing this game I got today, so gonna put some time into Kirby later, maybe tomorrow. Felt like something a little bit even lighter than Kirby. So yeah, it's so far pretty good. Kind of slow going for, you know, like any point and click.
piles of metal cans were crushed into one compact cube of aluminium.
Aluminium? Must be a Brit. It's aluminum. Don't you forget it. Crazy wrong-talking bastard.
Excuse me?
Citizen Graham, you are not authorized for this area.
I just wanted to ask some questions.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm a 4YR droid. And 4YR droids are programmed to ask questions, not answer them.
Those guns sure look dangerous.
Ah, they're totally safe. Long as you follow Union City protocol.
And if you don't?
You get blown
by
up.
disintegration.
Ouch. 2CU looks a little newer than you.
That's right. Supposed to be more socially orientated. I'd like to see her try and fix a bent shaft.
Have you seen a boy called Milo?
Gaplander or citizen?
Gaplander.
All Gatlanders look the same to me.
He's quite young and about this tall?
Repeat, all Gatlanders look the same to me.
You're not like that other droid across the bridge.
You mean 2CU? That little jumped up.
I love the,
tin-pot voice box. That's all she is.
I love that there's,
You're
you
a
know,
better model?
resentment amongst
Better, older, tougher, more reliable.
the androids.
Underneath this steel skin lies the beating heart of a 13.7 volt power cell.
Wow.
Old tech, you see. Tested. Solid. Whereas that flying volleyball over there runs on solar. Sun goes down, she's useless. But me, I can go all night long.
Sure you can.
What's beyond that door?
A corridor.
And after that?
The city.
Okay. And how do I get in?
It's a point and click.
not?
It's not a shooter.
Because you are a pedestrian. And doors do not open for pedestrians.
It kind of looks like
But
Borderlands.
They open for
but
vehicles?
it's the same kind of aesthetic, I
because it
suppose.
is
But this
a
is
vehicle entrance.
a
You mentioned
post-apocalyptic
a power
Earth, so
Correct. I run off a 13.7 volt
now
power
you
cell.
need to figure out how to get to the power cell off
Really?
this robot.
Would it fit in a truck?
It would fit in older models.
Like that truck over there?
Might do. Looks old enough.
Mind if I borrow your power cell?
But I would power down. Cease to exist.
That's taking a pretty pessimistic
Yeah, they went for
view.
the comic book
you in my position.
style.
Think of it as a well-earned retirement.
Sounds
I like
more
it.
like death.
Any ideas on where I can get one of your power cells?
I don't want to kill this guy. I like him.
sorry. Factory that made them and me.
Uh-oh, I
shut
am gonna
down
have to kill
years
him.
ago.
What is it you're doing here?
I recycle. Cans mostly.
What happens to the cans?
First,
Oh, I'm
they
gonna
get
I'm gonna be
compacted.
murdering him, aren't I?
Then they go down to the recycling center.
Then what?
Well, they get recycled, turned into stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Important stuff. Really, really important stuff. So I've been told.
I'm gonna regret.
Thanks.
I'm gonna have to kill that
Why?
robot. I don't really want to. I like him. He's grumpy. I like grumpy robots. Fortunately, I can't get my webcam to work with my my card. Okay, obviously I can't do that. They both want to work off my USB, and I don't have the knowledge or anything to split them, so kind of have to work what I got. Plus, I kind of like not having to let people into my life a little bit. I'm gonna be all twitchy like I like to be. Nope.
The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism.
Have to figure out how to Uh-oh. I'm gonna murder him.
Unacceptable cargo detected. 4Y, our unit has been alerted to solve the problem.
You outdated scrap pile! I am the unacceptable cargo!
Industrial fumes pumped out of the spinning exhaust fan.
Oh man, I'm gonna kill him and I don't really want to.
I had a charged power cell.
I can't feel guilty about that. It's kind of mean thing to do to a robot. Just working hard. He didn't hurt nobody.
Lights flickered on. Wendell's truck had power, and with it, I had my ticket into the city. With the power cell replaced, the truck was good to go.
Oh, come talk to Wendell.
Hey, Wendell.
Managed to get those doors open all right?
Just about.
Did you, do the jig?
Sure did. You said it was essential.
That's right. Although, here's a funny thing. My wife never does the jig back at the farm. But it always seems to open for her. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Do you need a vehicle to get into the city?
You do, but I don't. I've got Brucey here. What I do need is a new power cell.
And you can't just walk in?
Are you mad? Walk into the city? There's guns guarding them main gates, and they'd make mincemeat out of you, Sonny Jim.
I fitted your truck with a charged power cell.
You did? Then we're cooking on gas.
Hey, any chance of a lift into the city?
Typical. No one ever does anything from the goodness of their heart these days.
I just figured that...
Oh, all right. Up in the back. You earned it.
You sure it's safe back here?
100%, lad.
I'll take your word for it.
Just watch out for me knackversts. I've lost enough business already.
I have a lot of time spent on that thing. Hopefully we can get a power cell and revive that android. Looks like we're going to Union City, where there is no grass. Girls might be pretty.
As far as I can take you, I'm afraid. You can catch a monopod into the city from over there.
And where are you going?
Straight to cargo. Gotta get these babies.
Quarantined?
Distributed.
Thanks for the ride, Wendell. Maybe see you again.
Well, I solved the first puzzle. I got into the city.
Apologies, but it seems your U-chip is running out-of-date firmware.
I'll show you out-of-date firmware.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos. Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Outdated U-chip firmware detected. Firmware must be updated to use Union City facilities.
I was about to return to give Ember a piece of my mind when...
Transporting you to the nearest safety services.
Later, I got the in-game credits, the tutorial. It's a lot more pleasant than last time I left this.
The Stalkers had come into the city. But looking around, that didn't make any sense. This place was a paradise compared to the Union City I'd left all those years ago. Joey had certainly turned the place around. I had to find the Stalkers. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. I just had to sort out my U-chip problems first.
Can't hack it.
Hello?
Good morning, Graham, Grundy. I trust you are well on this fine day.
Actually...
Aha! Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles?
Ew.
It's new.
Sounds delightful.
That's the spirit. Now, Mr. Grundy, we both know why you're here, don't we?
I guess we do.
Your firmware. It's ridiculously out of date. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Go on, place your hand on the platform.
Okay, here goes.
Well, that's very strange.
What's very strange?
What's very strange?
You said that's very strange a moment ago. Something about my data.
I didn't. You said, what's very strange?
I only said it because you said that's very strange.
Great. What else can I do for you, Citizen Graham?
There was something strange about the ID that I had acquired. While she may have lost the plot, I definitely hadn't. Would you mind scanning my U-chip like you did before?
But, Graham, your firmware is up to date.
Humor me.
Okay. Well, that's very strange.
There, you just did it again.
Because you asked me to humor you.
I mean, you said that's very strange again.
I assure you that I have a precise log of this entire conversation, and I said no such thing.
It appeared that every time she tried to access my data, the last few seconds of her memory was wiped.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
So is my firmware all up to date?
It sure is, Citizen Graham. Now you can get back to being a top-notch citizen again. I see you have 2 weeks of public voting to catch up on. Better find a terminal and hop to it.
Thank you.
Was I helpful?
Yes.
Would you like to fill out a survey?
Yeah. Why not?
Excellent. Question 1 of
God.
100. Are you satisfied?
Whoops. Gotta go. Now that I dealt with my U-chip problem, I needed to find out more about my new identity. Graham Grundy.
Please dispense all waste in the bins provided.
Can't do anything with it, looks like. Oops.
Hey, got a minute?
For you, sir, I have all day.
What do you do here?
My name is Hollow, and it is my pleasure to serve the wonderful people of Union City on this glorious Aspiration Day.
And what are you serving?
Well, social climbers can bring their aspiration brooches to me.
And then what?
I use this machine here to customize the hologram projected on the brooch. Isn't that fun?
It's a real parade. What is an aspiration brooch?
A special wearable reward to Union City's esteemed social climbers. Courtesy of the council.
Yes, but what do they do?
The brooch permits entry to areas around the city, exclusive to social climbers, such as the Old History exhibit in the Museum of New History. It also tells your fellow citizens how great at gathering kudos you are.
What can you tell me about the Council?
Nothing that you won't have heard already. However, if you take a look behind my stall, you can catch a great view of the Citadel.
The Citadel?
Where the Council are based. It can be seen through the skyline right behind me.
How can I get my hands on one of these brooches?
You didn't receive one in the post?
I don't think so.
That's because aspiration brooches are only delivered to social climbers. You need an awful lot more kudos to be in with a shop.
Maybe next month, eh?
Sure. Or year, perhaps.
I'll see you later.
I can't wait.
Very cheery robot man.
Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here. Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here.
All right. I don't need another soda. Not attack.
As pleasant as this place was, I doubted it was going to help me find Milo.
Hooray! Another customer. Please scan your U-chip to place an order. One fresh premium Spankles.
Please dispense all waste in the bins provided.
Excuse me?
Greetings, citizen. Have you come for another extra large fluoride orange Spankles with extra foam?
I don't know if that's my sort of thing.
Incorrect. According to your order history, it is your new favorite beverage.
My order history?
Indeed, Citizen Graham. You love it.
You sound an awful lot like that aspiration brooch droid.
Hollow?
I guess so. Are you the same model?
Correct, sir. And how proud I am of that, too. Hollow is a fine droid, an honorable droid.
You're a real fan, huh?
No, sir. I'm a real droid.
What do you do here?
My name is Barry, and it is my pleasure to serve fresh,
I like
crisp
robot
premium Spankles
names.
to the wonderful people of Union City.
Do you prepare the Spankles to order?
No, sir. That would be unforgivably inefficient. I merely have to collect the flavor from the dispensary and voila!
Any chance of a coffee?
Spankles?
No, a
Coffee.
Cup of Joe.
Toffee-flavored Spankles?
No, coffee. Coffee-flavored caffeinated coffee. Coffee.
Bangles?
I have no idea what you're saying right now. However, all ranges of Spankles include 250% of your recommended caffeine intake.
I'll take a can of Spankles.
Simply scan your U-chip here on the counter, Citizen Graham.
Great. What flavors are available?
No need, Citizen Graham. Your favorite flavor will be provided from your order history. I assure you, if you are unhappy with the result, your taste buds can be recalibrated.
What do you know about the Council?
the democratically elected body of Union City government, as introduced by Joey. His final gift to Union City was to transfer leadership to those most deserving.
Let me guess,
Do you
they're
know
already
anything
corrupt
about
as
missing
shit.
children?
Oh my, that's above my pay grade. Unless they came to this cafe.
I doubt it. Nobody else seems to have heard anything.
Excellent. I'm glad to find myself synchronized with local knowledge. Now, may I recommend you forget your troubles with a cold, crisp can of Spankles.
See you later.
You feel a thirst a coming? You talk to me. Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
What a nice little VIP lounge. Don't look like there's anything I can do in there right now, but it's already set, so I'm ready to go. Well, might as well check my mail, I guess, at this terminal.
I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Black is the new black. Goth silk. Darker than it. Mangerine. Ew. Lobster thermidor. The fuck? I gotta meet my counselor at 10:30 today at my apartment, huh? God, that clown. Why would... Alright. Alrighty. I'll find one of these health scanner dealy bobs.
Now that I'd resolved my outdated U-chip problem, it was time to look deeper into my alter ego, Graham. I'd never tell him, but Joey's statue looked magnificent.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
The robot was spitting out the occasional motivational message.
I don't know if I can hack it.
Error.
The robot didn't quite know how to handle this new data.
Incompatible data type.
The museum wasn't open yet. I'd have to come back later. The robot was spitting out the occasional motivational message. The droid, I was enjoying my time on the piazza, but I doubted I'd learn much about Graham here. Hey, 2CU?
I'm not 2CU.
Oh, sorry. You look just like the one outside.
Oh, so we all look alike, do we?
Yep.
Now hold on, I didn't mean that. You have to admit, though, you do look a lot like 2CU.
My name is 1CU. 1. We're totally different.
Oh, so is 2CU like an upgrade? Like a better version of you?
You're speaking to the first, an original, a numero uno community welfare droid.
Tell me about Union City.
Would you like to know about the piazza?
That's not exactly...
The piazza was designed by the council to encourage citizens to socialize.
What's the point of that?
It's a fact that people like being around other people. People who are alone spend too much time thinking.
It is true. I
And
spend
I'm
way
sure
too
we
much time
can all
thinking.
agree, nothing good ever came as a result of thinking.
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, Union City happiness is at an all-time high. Thanks, Piazza.
Tell me about Joey.
Before my time, I'm afraid, sir.
You must know something.
He brought the city out of darkness and into light.
Then the council took over.
Precisely.
Tell me about the council.
The council guides the ministries, and through them, Union City. Everybody knows this.
Sure. They do a good job, huh?
Oh, yes. They look after us by day and watch over us by night.
Sounds
They're
like
evil.
Popular.
Everybody loves the council.
Everybody?
Oh, yes. And they love us back. Each and every one.
Even me?
Even you, sir.
That's all for now.
Enjoy your day, Citizen Graham.
Apologies. You are not permitted spangles at this time. Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos. Apologies. You are not permitted spangles at this time. Wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Alright, now I need to see if I can figure out how to probably get to my apartment, I suppose, or, well, this is Graham's apartment.
As pleasant as this place was, I doubted it was going to help me find Milo.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
I knew Graham had some sort of connection to Milo's kidnapping. His home would be my best, in fact, my only lead. Take me to Graham... my home.
Lakeview Apartments. Certainly, Citizen Graham.
The city knew a lot more about Graham than I did. As I arrived, masquerading as a dead man called Graham, I was apprehensive about what I would find. But I had no choice. I had to find the stalker. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead.
Controls are a little bit janky sometimes.
The seal on the floor showed my buddy Joey just as I remembered him, when I left him in charge all those years ago.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face, for one.
Excuse me.
You're an ugly one.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm your mama.
What? Do you live here?
Do I look like I live here?
I'm not from around here. Maybe everyone here looks like you.
Yeah? And what do I look like?
Trouble.
Keep walking.
Do you know a guy called Graham Grundy?
Nope. Sounds like a moron.
In that case, let me introduce myself. Graham Grundy.
Doesn't surprise me.
Do you know where I can find Joey?
Oh, I don't know. Weirdo. They say he walked into the gap, or sailed across the sea. Either way, he abandoned us all in this place.
You don't like it here?
Needs more color, wouldn't you agree?
What happened after Joey left?
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
I'll leave you to whatever it was you were doing.
Aw, really? I'll miss you.
Oh, miss you.
Yes, I'm very busy.
Hey, dirtbag! What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue?
Lame.
But you're wearing... Never mind.
Later, man purse.
Later, backpack.
Ha! You got nothing.
Clearly not
Gopher
everyone
Girl.
in Union City was quite as courteous as they were happy.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank deployed.
Someone had spilt paint on the floor.
Commencing refill.
Don't know what this will do.
Looked like someone planned on doing some painting.
Water refill complete.
The holdall was stained with paint.
Be off with you!
Someone had spilt paint on the floor.
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
Wait, I know that you, Chip. Oh my, is it really? Yes, it is. Master Graham, you have returned. How wonderful.
Oh, good day, huh?
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived. She will be so pleased.
No, that won't be necessary.
She will be overjoyed that you have finally returned to the bosom of the family.
Uh-oh.
My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, Madam.
He has, but that's...
Wonderful! Oh, thank Joey! My dear husband is back!
Ah, I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy. Mentor Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records?
I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble. So for both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off as him.
Don't worry. You can count on me.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't sure what I'd walked into. But if I was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around.
Alright. Well, I'm getting hungry. And I gotta be up early tomorrow, so. But I was liking this. Interesting game. Get back to it later. Alright, anybody watching, thank you for being with me, and I'll see you next time I stream this or something else. I don't know. I'm always kind of just shooting around different things, so yeah, have a good night, everybody.